So we are at the WaterRock Knob parking area and visitor center. They have pit toilets here, and they have a cute little solar pit or solar visitor station. It does have a huge sign out in front that says masks required. We'll see if we can get just a quick walk through. Bathrooms are men or women. 4 of them. They have a nice map of the Blue Ridge Parkway. Masks are required. There's the visitor center. Hi. And you're out here. So let's get Aquila and go to the very top. We are on the WaterRock Knob Trail off the Blue Ridge Parkway. And the beginning of this trail is mostly paved, but extremely steep. So you missed all that. And it really took the energy out of my sails, I'll tell you. And it's a fairly busy little area. It's got of course, this part of the trail looks pretty steep and tough too. It's, you know, they try to make stairs out of rocks, but they don't put them at a decent height. You really have to lift your leg up quite a bit to get up some of them. So this is kicking my butt too. Whoops. Like that one. And this one. Just too high. You lift your knee all the way up past your belt. That's a lot of work. You should never know what kind of turns you're gonna get. Go on, up. Well, I think we made it. Boy, that last 1,000 feet was a doozy. You know, from the parking lot, it doesn't really look like it's that big a deal. So that's the parking lot way down there, and that's our car way over there. Kayla, stop pulling on me. So it doesn't really look like it's that far, but it is. We've decided to follow another trail that's off the top of the mountain over to the other mountain. That was WaterRock Knob, and this goes over to some other knob. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's a less traveled trail and not developed by the Park Service, so it's a little tenuous, and it's covered in roots and down trees, and so it's very slippery and very wet and very muddy, but there are no people on it, so I think we're better off. I guess we are following these yellow blazes on the trees. This definitely is a very steep climb down. It's going to be a very interesting climb back up. He doesn't seem to care. But, as I said, it is all slippery roots and mud. And it's a heavily eroded trail, that's for sure. So, I mean, we've been going down for quite a while. We're going to have to come back up it, so we're doing this because I think the other mountain has better scenery, but who knows? Let's see. We shall see. There are a lot of different trails that go all over the place. That one looks like it kind of goes down and around the face of the mountain. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see if we can stay towards the top. So we'll go up this one, up near the top. See what kind of views we can get up there. It's a very interesting trail. Goes everywhere. It's like people didn't know where they were going. All right, let's go up there. Pretty rocks, lots of pretty rocks. Ooh. Boy. Guess I'm following him as though he knows where he's going. All right, be right back. Okay. Well, there's a crowd of people at the top of the mountain with dogs, so we're going to cut down around the edge. Oh, hope this isn't a posted sign. Enjoy your time at the Flat Balsam Trail, but only take pictures and leave only footprints. Browning Knob. Part of the Blue Ridge Parkway, the National Park Service, and the Department of the Interior. Everything on the mountain is federally protected. All right. What the hell we got down here? Looks like somebody dumped something down here. Oh, wow. It's a plane crash. Wow. That's pretty wild, huh? I guess it was just too much work to get it out of here. You know, the crash occurred November 24th, 1983. It's a Cessna 414 twin engine with 157 hours on the airframe, 73 on the motor. 2 people were killed. In-flight collision with terrain and weather. The owner is Martin Tool Works of Illinois, Rolling Metals, Illinois. After departure at 2:17 Central Standard Time, radar showed the aircraft climbing to and maintaining 7,600 feet until about 17:33 Eastern Standard Time, and 28 to 30 miles north of the Knoxville VOR. The aircraft then descended and crossed the Snowbird VOR at 6,700 feet. There were several up and down altitude excursions after crossing Snowbird VOR. The aircraft turned south, and again there were altitude excursions. Final radar contact was at 6,100 feet and about 1 mile from the crash site. The aircraft had impacted mountainous terrain at about 6,000 feet and 11 miles from its destination. Meteorological conditions at the crash site included low clouds, precipitations, and the pilot's blood alcohol level was 0.04. If you're going to fly, don't drink. So, for more or less 5 years, I was part of the Civil Air Patrol search and rescue team. A pilot that looked for downed aircrafts in the 80s of all time. Mostly in the Vermont and Catskills area. So I wasn't aware of this one at the time. And it was always the best possible result to find the aircraft that was reported missing at an airport. And that happened quite frequently. Oftentimes, aircraft have electronic locator beacons that go off at an airport, and the Air Force gets the satellite signal saying a plane has crashed, and most of the time it's a bad landing by a pilot or a bump on the taxiway by another plane. But this is a flight of very poor judgment. Flying non-instrument into meteorological conditions. 2 people on board, both killed. The plane has been obnoxiously defaced with people's names and dates and things like that. I suppose it's not so terrible bad since it is trash in itself, but it really is kind of a memorial site. Obviously, they couldn't get this out of here, so they left it. So today, Sunday, is a pretty active day for the plane crash. There's a lot of people here. But I think we're going to leave it, head back to the car, and 1983, and doesn't look too bad. Well, we made it to the top of the other mountain. What a cool view from here. And the sun's right overhead, so luckily the mic shades the screen, which is pretty cool. But beautiful mountain valleys, mountain peaks, and obnoxious motorcycles. Well, going down, it's a little easier than going up, but it's harder on your knees, that's for sure. But you don't have to listen to me breathing quite so heavy, so I guess I'll help you coming down a little bit. And since it's the hottest part of the day, he's off leash, and he hasn't met anybody he's crazy about, but he behaves well.
Afternoon.
Howdy.
You know the way out.
Oh, you had the camera set up. I am so sorry.
Oh, that's all right.